Okay, dear students, this workshop is in addition to the one which we have already sent you. Now this will go into the depth and make you understand something more. Please pay attention, particularly the backbenchers. I always find them not paying that attention, sometimes here and there. So pay attention, let's start. Now the tips is, whenever you see a picture, you observe it deeply. You try to see what is this. For example, if you are shown a picture of a man and a woman talking, but behind the back you are seeing that there is a lot of cows standing and other things standing, and far away there is a tree or maybe there is a hut. Now when you have observed deeply, you will not rush up with the story. You will use the background things, and thus you can write a story of a cowherdsman. Looks relevant because the cows are not there to sit down for other things, they are standing there. Or if you want to write a story where a person is a town person and he realizes many cows standing near the road create problem, so they solve. Now because what you have done when you have observed deeply, what have you done? You have distinguished perception from description. Number one, you have identified what is it all about. So you will do better. There are few people who are not very intelligent, so they rush in observation. There are some people who are intelligent, they utilize all the elements in observation. And when they utilize all the elements in observation, their story is not only relevant, but the story is beautiful and complete. Is it clear? So always remember, observe deeply. Any doubts? Clear to all of you? So whenever you will observe deeply, now for example, you find a lady walking, but behind it there are a lot of people far away watching. So you can write that the lady was a very well accomplished, she had accomplished, so everybody appreciated, and she did whatever you want to take on. Similarly, there is a lady walking on a stage. That can be an annual function, that can be a youth cultural festival, that is the exposure which you have. You cannot think of writing down an Indo-Pak summit, because that is not what you have done. So if you are writing relevant is okay, but if you in that stage, behind it is written fashion show, then you will have to write a story on a fashion model. So you are observing deeply means you are sharp-minded, you are rightly minded. People who are good observation are able to utilize intelligence very rightly. Do you remember the case of Sherlock Holmes? Sherlock Holmes was a detective, well-known detective of old times. He used to be very sharp in observation. जब ध्यान से देखोगे तो सब कुछ दिखेगा. अगर मान लीजिए कुर्ता पजामा में व्यक्ति दिख रहा है तो जाहिर सी बात है वो गांव घर का होगा या इंडियन ट्रेडिशनल प्रोग्राम के लिए तैयार हुआ होगा या कुछ होगा, तो रेलेवेंसी बनाएंगे या उसको उठा के आप एक कॉर्पोरेट वर्कर बना देंगे. इट लुक इररेलेवेंट. होता है, सब कुछ होता है, बट इररेलेवेंट लगेगा. इसलिए रेलेवेंसी आपकी डीप ऑब्जर्वेशन से आएगी. डिस्टिंग्विश परसेप्शन फ्रॉम डिस्क्रिप्शन. आपको मना किया जाता है डोंट डिस्क्राइब द पिक्चर, बट वो ये कहा जाता है कि टेक आउट व्हाट यू हैव सीन. आपने एक एक्सीडेंट देखा तो आपको ये नहीं दिखाना है कि दैट the vehicle has banged into this and this has happened and that is a... You're not supposed to describe the picture. You just have to say that there was an accident and he immediately ran and helped. Whatever. So perception of an accident is allowed. Description that left side the scooter is falling is not required because they are not interested in your description. They are interested in your thinking and action and behavior and the believe in result. उनको आपके एक्शन देखने हैं, आपकी सोच देखनी है, आपका व्यवहार देखना है, उसके बाद आपकी उम्मीद देखनी है कि आप क्या करेंगे, क्या उम्मीद करते हैं. What is your belief about positivity? What is your belief about result? What is your belief about hope? So ये याद रखिए. So don't describe. Identify a hero you connect with. Yes, in most of the places, but in some places you will have to go by the hero that matches the picture. In many pictures, wherever you see a person, you will see 2-3 different things. Suppose you are seeing a person wearing a helmet with lights on and lot of people standing next to him with again helmets with light on, and they are standing in a coal mine area. You'll have to think of a coal engineer. You will have to think of a coal engineer. Now you will say, sir, that person is not a hero like I am. I am not a coal engineer, but never mind. The way you make that worker work, like way you think that the coal engineer was responsible, he took care, he did his duty nicely, that means your nature. Your nature that you will do your responsibility properly, you will take everyone together. समझ में आया? और नहीं तो अगर वो नॉर्मल है तो आप अपनी डे टू डे लाइफ की, आप गेम्स खेलते हैं, आप बॉल वाले हैं, आप बास्केटबॉल वाले हैं, आप में से कुछ लोग डिबेट अच्छा देते हैं, वो बिटिया एलोक्यूशन में अच्छी है, वो साइंस प्रोजेक्ट में अच्छी है, आप लोग अपनी अपनी कहानी लिखिए, मना किसने किया है, पर जो लिखिए दिल से लिखिए, सोच समझ के लिखिए और सही विचारधारा से करिए। और देखिए आप लोग ने जो भी जिंदगी में अभी तक किया है, व्हाट हैव यू डन इन योर लाइफ, if you have come forward with good results, got good academic results, you already have OLQs. But those OLQs, you should be aware that it is relevant. So when you will write right action, they will identify the OLQs and select you. Is it clear? Yes or no? Now, you cut down in structure clearly, beginning, middle and end. Suppose you are writing a story, you just end the story, proper beginning, proper middle and proper ending. Okay, is it clear? Is it clear? That can repeat, so just understand it again. Right, so now when you structure your story, beginning, have a proper beginning. You cannot have pause. If I speak this and okay, this is okay, no, this, okay, no, this, you will say, sir, I'm confused. Similarly, अगर आप प्रॉपर बिगिनिंग शुरू करेंगे, प्रॉपर मिडिल पोर्शन लिखेंगे, प्रॉपर एंडिंग करेंगे, तभी तो आपकी कहानी समझ में आएगी, कहना क्या चाहते हो. There are many people who are very utterly confused. They have very poor sense of concentration. उनकी कहानी अनकनेक्टेड होती है, काम और पीसफुली नहीं प्रोग्रेस करती, जल्दी जल्दी झटके में जाती है. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is very important. Next, make it positive and forward thinking. In life, everything is positive. अगर आगे की सोचोगे नहीं, life is too short to think further. So remember that. Keep it concise and under control. कहानी को लिमिट रखिए. मैं बता चुका हूँ 80 से 120. अब लंबी लंबी कहानी में आप एक लिखोगे, दूसरी छूट जाएंगी, दूसरी बात उनको समझ में नहीं आएगा कितना लिखना चाहते हो. They have just given you to write a theme. याद रखना, थीमेटिक एपरसेप्शन टेस्ट है. कोई पिक्चर की स्टोरी नहीं लिख रहे हो, हॉलीवुड या बॉलीवुड की. यू हैव टू जस्ट राइट अ थीम, थॉट प्रोसेस, उसकी एक स्टार्टिंग, मिडिल, बिगिनिंग, मिडिल, एंडिंग. इज इट क्लियर? नेक्स्ट, लॉजिकल फ्लो होना चाहिए. स्पीड, अगर आप प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे राइटिंग में, ध्यान से सुने, खासतौर से बैक बेंचर्स को मैं कई बार बोल चुका हूँ, अगर प्रैक्टिस नहीं करोगे स्टोरी राइटिंग तो आपकी प्रैक्टिस में ना तो स्पीड आएगी, ना अंडरस्टैंडेबल हैंड राइटिंग आएगी. तो प्लीज प्रैक्टिस करो, खूब जम के प्रैक्टिस करो. Not that you are to artificially write there, but at least you should be in rhythm of writing. That is the truth. People, some trainers object that you should not practice. No, I'm not saying to repeat the stories. There are some people who will repeat these stories only. Don't do that, because the picture will be different. But if you practice, you will become easy with writing story. Thought may vary, but speed will never have a problem. Is it clear? Next, craft a blank slide story in advance. I do not propose this, but I say yes, you can write 2, 3, 4, 5 blank stories to get an idea how you can think. But there will be a thought flow. वहाँ पे 11वीं स्टोरी के बाद जिस प्रकार से 11वीं की लंबाई और चौड़ाई और दिशा है, उसी तरह आपकी 12वीं भी आएगी. So it should be matching. That is all I advise. Yes, we will talk about it more separately, because what it is, you cannot pre-propose a thought process. थोड़ा ध्यान रखो. Be genuine and reflective of your personality. अपनी genuinity, जो आपकी personality, वो कहानी पढ़ने से पता चल जाना चाहिए कि ये व्यक्ति ने लिखी है, ये लड़की ने लिखी है, लड़के ने लिखी है, जन ने लिखी है. Right? Even the guys working on the south. I have always given one more additional tips which I am giving you. Whenever you see a picture, पिक्चर को आइडेंटिफाई करो. मैंने हमेशा एक चीज बोली है, रिपीट कर रहा हूँ, आई एम रिपीटिंग इट, दैट यू कैन नॉट ट्रीट अ पर्सन सिमिलरली. एवरी पर्सन आर नॉट सेम, एवरी पर्सन आर डिफरेंट. Suppose you are dealing in opposite gender, there are different ways. That will be your mother, that may be your aunt, that may be your sister, that may be your cousin, that may be your maternal aunt, that may be your teacher, that may be a neighbor. So everyone you will deal different. Similarly, picture को आप मनी मन आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हो. मैं एडिशनल टिप दे रहा हूँ. दैट इज पॉजिटिव सिचुएशन. अगर किसी को इनाम मिल रहा है तो आप अपनी कहानी लिख सकते हो, या ऑब्जर्वेशनल, जैसे सेल्फ माने आपको जब इनाम मिला वो कहानी लिख दी आपने. ऑब्जर्वेशनल में आपको लगा ये इनाम मुझे प्राप्त करना है, या ये इनाम उसको अच्छा मिला. दैट पर्सन राइटली गॉट दिस अवार्ड. यू वांट टू राइट अ सिचुएशन, पॉजिटिव सिचुएशन में, आइदर व्हेन यू रिसीव्ड अ रिवॉर्ड or when you saw somebody receive a good reward. You want to write a story, you will get it. Because you have identified it as positive situation, you can do it. Positive action, if you are seeing somebody helping and you have done that, you want to write a self story, write it. But you have seen that, no, this is not the action which I have done, but you have seen somebody else do it rightly, you can write an observational story. Is it clear? Are you understanding? Next, negative situation. हम आपको एक नेगेटिव सिचुएशन है, कोई डेड बॉडी दिख रही है, कोई मर्डर सीन दिख रहा है, आपको लग रहा है सोशल है या सोल्यूशन है. सोशल माने सामाजिक कोई प्रॉब्लम है, देयर इज अ social problem, or you are finding that it is a crime which you want to solve as an inspector. Write a story. Then you have got negative action. Again, in negative action, there is some people fighting. Then in that case, again, you can see what you have seen in the society and how it is solved. You can write that. Or if you see it as a solution in your school, how you resolve conflict, you want to write it. Next, you have neutral situation. What do you mean by neutral? Somebody writing, two people talking, other people walking in the market. Now here, you can write situation which you have seen, which you have observed, your story, you want to write it down. That is why I have written self. Then there comes a predefined. Now predefined means a person sitting in an aircraft. You will have to think of a pilot, you will have to think of a passenger in the plane. So here we are checking your adaptation level. कि आप कैसे अडेप्ट करिए. अब आप बोलोगे सर इससे वो साइकोलॉजी टेस्ट कैसे पता लगाते हैं? अरे बेटा, अडेप्टेशन से पता चलता है कि तुम कितनी जल्दी अपने आप को ढाल लोगे, हाउ विल यू एडजस्ट. बट ऑल्सो अडेप्टेशन ऑल्सो एक्सपोजेस वन थिंग विच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट दे ऑल्सो आइडेंटिफाई व्हाट इज द क्वालिटीज विच यू लाइक. सो अगर उस अडेप्टेशन में जो क्वालिटीज है वो भी आपसे जुड़ेगी. नेक्स्ट, वेग. वेग मीन्स समझ में नहीं आ रहा, व्हाट इज इट. So here your thinking gets active, and when your thinking gets active and the thinking is logical, we are going to appreciate it. Yes or no? We will appreciate logical one. So you can go by that. It is not clear. अब आपको दिख रहा है धुंधली तस्वीर है रात की. You are thinking it is a foggy night. Fantastic. You are in the right direction. अब आगे जहाँ स्टोरी ले जाने ले जाओ. You are finding that there is two people behind and there are a lot of blurriness. You want to say that there is a fire because of smoke, people are not able to see, but there are two people trapped inside. Wonderful, you have written the right story. वो तस्वीर में लॉजिक लग गई. Next, blank. Your basic USP. What do you mean by USP? Unique selling proposition. Everyone has a unique proper quality. Everyone has. I was an all-rounder, but I had a unique quality of writing. A lot of articles, stories, poems, everything. So I can write a story on, if I am supposed to write a blank story and I want to write from my heart, I'll write about how I wrote a writing article and how I did it very well. Similarly, if you're blank, you are a good sportsman. You want to write how you as a team player played the match and won the match, right? You can write that down. If you are a person who has been organizing event, you want to write something on that, you can do that. So this can be done. Is it clear to all of you, these additional tips? So now you will get some idea. We are back into action. The workshop will continue and you will learn something more. We will also carry on with the hero thing and teach you. God bless you. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.